So yeah, thank you for that tip. So yeah, back to the discussion for tonight, or the video for this evening, and that is what you need to know about biohacking. Now, biohacking is something it's been talked about for the last couple of years, and really it's not anything new. It's just been given a new name, and that is basically people who are going out there and consciously making decisions on their own to improve their biology, and that is done through various ways, mostly through lifestyle and nutrition supplements and such. So it's basically, it's a really some of it can be slow and incremental, and obviously others can be a little bit more extreme. We'll get into those later on. Now, I don't condone any sort of biohacking. I'm not a doctor or a physician. I'm just a dad out there who's sharing some stuff that health tips and stuff that I know about and that I use and do. And so if you're interested in obviously improving your health or improving your biology in any way, make sure you consult your doctor. It's essential that if you change your protocol and you do something different, that you do go and speak to them. Super important. Tanya Walno, good to see you on. Jack Green, hello, how are you? Hope you're all going well. Down on the road, down somewhere amazing, no doubt. Longest road trip of all time. Dave, good to see you on. Coming from live from next door. Wow, it's a busy night tonight. Lots of people jumping on. So we're talking about biohacking and what actually is it and how can you benefit of it. Good to see you on, Kelly. And basically, the research I've done on biohacking is pretty simple. Some of it's really awesome and some of it's downright dangerous and some of it's downright illegal. So, yeah, hey Kel, how are you? So my suggestion is always stick to the science. Don't tend towards go into any fads. Basically, people that are doing all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff. Usually I'd stick to the science. There's a lot of safe and good biohacking protocols and strategies out there. Intermittent fasting's one that I use a lot. I'm actually in a 90-day intermittent fasting protocol at the moment, and if you want to reach out and find out what I do on a day-to-day, it's really helped me drop some weight over the last, I suppose, 2-3 months. We're going to go another 90 days with it and see how we go. If you want to find out what sort I do with intermittent fasting, feel free and I'll share that with you. It's not an out-and-out secret, but intermittent fasting is definitely a biohack. It's a safe way for you to control your nutrition and food intake, and it's not just about losing weight. There's some other benefits from it, some anti-aging benefits, and also definitely some cardiovascular improvements. Mark Labrook, I was just talking about you and how awesome it is you're getting involved in the Gold Coast Marathon this weekend. Sub 4 hours, go for it, champ. And we're talking about biohacking. So basically there's some really cool protocols out there. There's some ones to definitely avoid. Some are illegal, some are super safe. So it's a case of looking in the area where you want to improve, have a look at the science behind it, speak to your doctor, and then look at making slow incremental changes. Anything that publicizes that it's a quick fix, it can do this, it can get you there faster, usually is either hype or it's not real. So my advice is as we say, sift through the BS and look at the science and then consult with your doctor. Most of the biohacking protocols out there are safe. Now, there's a guy that I follow and I like to listen to what he's got to say. He's a guy in the US by the name of Ben Greenfield. Now, this guy is extreme. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really get some value out of him. He was rated the personal trainer of the year in the US for 2 or 3 years in a row. The guy's knowledge is immense. I first came across him in a video presentation on the impact theory. Impact theory is a online I suppose interviewing thing that Tom Bellio does. Check it out, it's really cool. And I came across Ben Greenfield, and during that interview he was asked a question by Tom about him injecting stem cells into his penis. Now that obviously is pretty extreme, and I'm not going to go out there and say, all you guys out there, I recommend that. Actually, I pretty much discourage it, because you know, I don't think he said that he got any huge amounts of benefits of it, but he undertook a process where he undertook 10 different protocols of biohacking, and then he was to write about it in a blog and such. And some of them he said were pretty rad, and obviously that was one of them. And others he said were pretty tame, and the benefits were good. So he's a guy that I follow. I get a few laughs out of him. He's obviously in the US, so it's not everyone's cup of tea, and he gets into some pretty extreme rad stuff. And he was chatting the other day about how he had some far infrared lamps, and he had them on his nether region down there to get some increased vitamin D, and so some of it's pretty out there. So I'm just going to warn you, if you're going to take my advice and follow him and read some of his stuff, he's got a pretty awesome blog on health. So if you're going to get out there and listen to his stuff, just be warned, some of it's pretty out there. So I like to listen to and read some of the literature he has. He interviews some top guys in biohacking, some guys over in Sweden who are really top of their game on heat therapy. Finland has one of the highest, I suppose, numbers for people who live above their hundreds. So they attribute that to their sauna therapy. They like to stress the body with heat and then put it in the ice, and heat and ice. And they said that has some awesome effects for metabolic rate. And so that got my attention. So I'm starting to get into a bit of that myself. I'm a bit of a sissy when it comes to cold water therapy. I'm a bit more of a warm water guy. I like a hot shower in the morning. So it's going to be interesting for me about the cold water therapy. So the idea is you get into cold, then you get into hot, you get into cold, you get into hot, and it stresses the body and it freaks the cells out, and then they sort of get a little bit more robust, and obviously you build cellular health. So if you're into any kind of biohacking, I've got the 4 protocols that I'm going to do, or I do some of them already at home. Shoot me a quick message or a comment below with a big thumbs up or the bicep, and I'll shoot those 4 steps that I use right over to your inbox. Now, for all you replayers out there, because let's face it, not everybody gets a chance to jump on live, and all you replayers, don't think you're going to miss out, because we love you guys too. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to shoot me a private message or leave a comment here below saying you want those 4 biohacking steps. Now, these are safe, in your home biohacking protocols. There's no far infrared on your nether region. There's definitely no stem cell injections into your penis in those steps. So we're not that extreme here on the Gold Coast. We like to keep it real. So if you like some of those steps, then please do reach out to me, and I'm quite happy to share those with you, because let's face it, we're all looking to get a little bit healthier and improve our healthier lifestyle. Well, I think that's what most people are trying to do. I don't know whether it's just me, but that's what we're passionate about. So, and let's face it, all you 40-year-olds out there, or above 40 and above, just like me, we all need as much help as we can get, right? So if all you 40-year-olds out there, if you're looking to sort of, make those small little steps into the positive, then you definitely want to reach out to me. Those 4 tips are definitely going to help you. I'm looking to shade a couple of years off here, no doubt about that. So that's it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed my biohacking for dummies, or what you need to know about biohacking. There are some cool things that I'm looking at in the next sort of 2 to 6 months, and that's in the area of nootropics. Now, I'm not too sure if you've heard about nootropics, but nootropics is basically a natural substance that increases cognitive function. There's some really awesome studies getting out about this area. So stay tuned. I might do a Facebook Live on nootropics pretty soon, because I'm going to start looking into that area and trying to improve and boost cognitive function. That's always something that is good, and I'm pretty sure everybody would be interested in that. So if you are interested in me shooting a Facebook Live about that, or hearing about nootropics, shoot me a thumbs up, and I'll let you know when that's coming. That's probably going to happen. I'm not too sure, but if you shoot me a thumbs up and say, yeah, I'm keen to hear about that, we'll get that lined up. So that's it for me today. I hope you had a great week, and looking forward into the weekend, and I'll see you all on the next video. Be well. Bye.